Keep your manifestation alive. Today I am going to be sharing how to keep that heartbeat beating so that your manifestation continues to come in and out of your reality and continues to get better every time it comes back into your reality. That's what we're doing today. Stick around. My name is Hedley. If you would like to know more about me, you'll find all of my details in the box below this video. I have one-to-one law of assumption coaching. I have, what else do I have? I have a self-concept course and I have my book, I Am Money. You will find all of those details in the box below or at my website, youaretheone.com.au. So this video is following on from last week's video, The Heartbeat of Manifesting. So if you haven't seen that, I would encourage you to go and watch that first. I won't be going into the detail that I went into that video. In this video, I'll do a quick summary, but it would just be better if you went and watched that first and then came back to this one. And the reason that I'm encouraging you to do that is because this is going to help you relax when it comes to manifesting, and being relaxed and trusting and having faith is essential to this work. And this is going to give you the faith that all is well, everything is okay, you're on the right path, you're going to be successful no matter what. But we forget that and then we mess everything up. So I want to help you avoid that by sharing with you how to keep your manifestation alive when that physical manifestation leaves your direct awareness, meaning it appears like it's leaving your reality, but it's not leaving your reality. And that's what we are going to get into today. So I have some drawings that I have prepared to explain this, or at least help me explain this a little bit better. And we're going to start off very simply, and that is reality and consciousness are two sides of the same coin. They are the same thing, but consciousness is the creator of reality. Reality is the reflection of consciousness. Consciousness comes first because consciousness is the cause of reality. Even though reality and consciousness are the same thing and they are both important, consciousness is always greater. So anything that you are having a problem with in reality, always come back to consciousness first and do the work in consciousness first. The instinct is to go into reality and go in the direction of the problem or the thing that you're experiencing. So that's reality and consciousness. So now let's look at the heartbeat. There is a heartbeat to absolutely everything. We have to be aware of this heartbeat to know how to work with it rather than freaking out because of it. So here we have reality and consciousness, and this dotted line here is awareness. So your awareness is going to be in consciousness, and then you're going to go out into reality and you're going to become aware of things in reality. And then that thing in reality is going to disappear. It's going to leave your awareness, and then you come back into consciousness, hopefully. I mean, a lot of people don't, but this is the name of the game, is that you want to come back into consciousness. Then we're going to talk about what you do there on that outgoing, and then you are going to have that manifestation come back into your awareness, because that's the heartbeat. It's going to come in and out whether you like it or not, but the quality of that manifestation is determined on what you do on the outgoing, which is what we are going to talk about. So that's the incoming and outgoing of awareness, and that is the heartbeat to everything in reality. So here we have reality and consciousness. It's the incoming of awareness. And then you have the experience of your manifestation. So your manifestation is now in physical form and you're in the experience of it. Now that manifestation must leave your awareness. You cannot hold on to it. It has to leave. We have things to do. It's like night and day. It's like being awake and asleep. So there is an outgoing of awareness of that manifestation. And we're going to talk about what you do there at that bottom line. And then based on what you do there on that bottom line is going to determine the quality of the manifestation when it comes back in. It's going to determine the quality of your experience of how that manifestation comes back in. What tends to happen with people who are unaware of this work, and even people who are aware of this work, is on the outgoing of that manifestation, if you don't know this, you are going to remain in the memory of that manifestation. Remember, you're setting up the next moment. If you are in the memory of what happened and you don't do anything with that memory, you just maintain that memory, you are essentially maintaining the state of consciousness of what has been. You're essentially maintaining the state of consciousness of the past. And because you're always setting up the next incoming of that manifestation, you are going to get more of the same. Now, if in that previous manifestation something unfavorable happened that you didn't like, and now you're in the memory of that, you are going to get more of the unfavorable situation. Now, that memory is also going to change over time, and memories change over time. It's been proven by science, according to our default assumption. Especially if it's an unfavorable memory, it's going to get worse, because our assumptions are going to influence that memory. So let's say the person that you're into doesn't get back to a text. You've got the memory that they haven't got back to the text. You're going to build on that memory based on your current assumptions. So if you have low quality assumptions about yourself, then you're going to make up a story that that person didn't get back to that text because they're not interested. So now you've just added a negative assumption onto a negative memory, and you are producing the next manifestation, which is the quality of that manifestation when it comes back in is going to be less. It's going to continue to be more and more unfavorable. Now, if you're in a relationship, you are absolutely heading towards a breakup. If you don't catch things when that person leaves your reality, then you are just going to set up more of the same, and that more of the same is going to get worse based on your default assumptions. It's still going to come in and out, but the heartbeat gets very faint. So what we need to do is change the way we are dealing with the outgoing of that manifestation. How do we do that? As you can see here, this circle that I've put around the outgoing, this is the most important part, and this is where most of us are falling down with the outgoing of the manifestation, because we're staying in memory. You have to be using that outgoing wisely. It is so simple. This stuff is so simple. Do not discard this based on the simplicity of it. So when that manifestation goes out, your job is to come back to I am. That is the infinite state of consciousness. If you're in memory, you're generally in third person, you're thinking of them, you're wondering about them, you're wondering when they're going to contact you or what's going to happen next, and you're in memory, you're not in I am. So you want to draw your attention back to self, back to consciousness, and back to the story that you're telling about yourself using I am. When you come back to I am, you are back in control of the story. I'm going to do more on this later. But for now, just come back to I am. You have to come back to your self-concepts. Get back on track with your spiritual practice. Revise anything unfavorable. So that's the time where you're revising any unfavorable things that you heard or things that they did. You're revising the memory. You're rescripting any negative assumptions that have come up based on that negative memory. And you are reminding yourself of the end result that you set up long ago, because reality is going to challenge you because there's a time delay. So if you get wobbly because that manifestation comes in and it's not fully formed at the end result that you've been imagining, then you are likely to fall back into the old story and the negative assumption. But that's the work with this. You have to stay on the case. You have to remind yourself of the end result. And then you have to stay in the desired state. Get yourself back into love. If you fell into fear when they left, come back to love. If it's wealth, if that money left, you come back to that state of infinite wealth. Whatever state that you are manifesting, you must return to it and remain in it until that manifestation comes back in, which it will, because that's the heartbeat of everything in reality. It's going to come back. But the way it comes back and the quality with which it comes back is determined on what you do on the outgoing of awareness of that manifestation. So that is the time to recommit to the new story. And then you hold. Now, if you're doing all of these things, then you're going to be pleasantly surprised when that manifestation comes in. And that's where you can go back into reality, have the experience, enjoy yourself, and then again, you repeat the cycle. There may be something that you didn't quite like that they say. So when they leave, you go back into this and you just keep coming back to this. You keep coming back to I am, you keep coming back to your self-concept, and you keep using your imagination correctly by revising anything unfavorable and imagining the favorable. And that is how you manage the outgoing, and that is incredibly essential to keeping your manifestation not only alive, but expanding and moving in the direction that you want it to be moving and expanding into. If you're just in contact with somebody and you're wanting to be married, you have to stay in the state of love and be revising when they come in and out, and reimagining when they come in and out. That outgoing piece is absolutely essential, and what you're doing in that space between their physical manifestation in your reality is what sets up the next incoming. So this is really, really critical. Also, this is going to help you relax because on their outgoing, you know they're going to come back in. You don't know when, you don't know how, and that's not your job to know. But if you're focusing on the I am in that time and space that you have, then it's not going to matter because you're doing the work and it's feeling good and you're feeling good and you're in the state that you want to experience. And then when they come in, it's going to be like this awesome surprise, and it's going to be more of what it is that you want to experience because you've done the work prior. And then you can be sure that you are planting the correct seeds and then harvesting the experiences that you want to have in reality. So I hope that helps when your manifestation leaves your reality. Nothing to stress about. And in fact, definitely don't stress about it. Make sure you are doing these things and always return to I am. And I'm actually going to do another video on this one because there is so much to this. But for now, just practice with that. When that physical manifestation leaves your reality, go here, go to this list. Focus on I am, focus on self-concept, revise, rescript, remind, stay in the state, recommit to the new story, stay with self. You are the priority. You are the one that absolutely matters in this story. You're the main character of your story, so make it the best. Stay with yourself. Stay with what it is that you want to experience and keep the faith. This is about faith, and that faith will get easier when you are manifesting more and more evidence of the work that you're doing here. But remember, that heartbeat is going to be happening whether you like it or not. So use that outgoing space wisely. That is all I have to share. Enjoy, report your success back. If you'd like any support with this, you know where to find me. The details are in the box below this video. As always, please remember you are the amazing creators of your reality. You are the superstars of your show. You are the producer, the writer, the director, and the actor in your movie. What you assume to be true will be so. So assume the best for you, assume the best for everyone in your movie too. You will have an amazing life. This is my wish, my vision, and my prayer for you and for me too. Thank you for being here. Please give this video some love with a like and a comment. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.